In this episode of Financial Control for Life, I'm going to break down the benefits of bank on whole life. So we've been talking about the bank on whole life system, and what I love about this episode, we actually get to dive into what are the key benefits. Well, the one I love, and I love them all, but this one is tax advantages. And as a business owner, you want to have tax advantages, whether it's personally or corporately. The neat thing about this policy is that it's tax exempt, which means you're not getting taxed on the growth within the policy, and there's a tax-free death benefit, which is a phenomenal way of having a legacy, or if there's a premature death that rolls into the company or personally, you have the benefit of having that tax-free death benefit. Also, there's strategies to use the policy later in life as a passive income stream or a tax-free income stream. So those are some key benefits around the tax advantage side of the banking on whole life system. And another one is insurance protection. Insurance protection for your business, insurance protection for your loved ones or to protect debt that you may have, such as a mortgage, insurance protection if you have a partner in place and there's a buy-sell agreement. Insurance protection is really important around the concept of banking on whole life, which is another great feature and benefit of having this in place. Another awesome feature is contractual guarantee growth. And we'd like to know that down the road in our life, there's actually a guaranteed amount of money in an account for you. Wouldn't that be nice? I don't know too many people that can tell me, hey, I'm going to have this exact amount of money when I turn 65. Well, within these policies, there's actually in the contract itself, it has the guaranteed tables, and it shows me at a certain age, Stephen, there's a guaranteed amount of money in the policy. So that's a phenomenal benefit as well on that contractual guarantee. Another benefit is optimizing your cash flow. So one of the features in Bank on Whole Life is the ability to use the money if something comes up in life, whether it's in your business or personally, that gives you access to capital when you need it without barriers. Another wonderful feature is having the annual dividends. Now, dividends are not guaranteed. They have been paid with companies for 150 years to 100 years. Once the dividend is paid, it becomes vested and it's guaranteed, which means it locks in your cash values and cannot go down. The way we structure the policy is we use the dividend to go back into the policy, which does not create a tax disposition, meaning it's starting to turbocharge that policy to grow it more efficiently for your future. I love this next feature, which is legacy planning. And I think the beautiful thing about dividend paying whole life insurance, if you look back at history and all the wealthy families, is they've had this asset in place for so many years. And they knew that these death benefits were going to pay out to all the generations. So I don't know about you, but if my mom or my dad was guaranteeing to pay me $1 million to $500,000, I'm not benefiting from their death, of course. I'm basically going to help our own personal economies and help us do more things with multi-generations. It's giving us the ability to have that legacy planning to preserve our estates, to pay those taxes that are due on death, to avoid probate, which means this money does not go into probate and get all locked up. It's instantly available. So when I deliver a check to a spouse who's lost her or his husband, it's a difficult time. And they're not saying, geez, this is way too much money. And it's given ability for that person to grieve and deal with things that come up in life when that situation does happen. So the legacy planning can also help expand a charity or give money to a hospital or help somebody in need down the road. It's a guaranteed amount of money that's coming out to a particular loved one. And the final benefit I wanted to talk about is financial control. Hence our tagline, Financial Control for Life, which gives you access to money when you need it, when there is difficulties or opportunities, which means you can eliminate fees from institutions. It also creates an ability for you to build a retirement account that you can count on in the future. So there's lots of opportunities when it comes to cash flow. Now you can have the ability to access a pool of money on your terms.